into a wall, and Kazante is no longer huge knockdown, a little bit shy and some leaves, a double kill to Santorin, but there's nowhere to go, and Santorin picks up a triple, baby.
Because their wave speed is a little better than Zillion, and he gets to poke him with that.
Oh, Nemesis just flashes over the queue.
Unnecessarily. Oh, drinks.
What a knockup. What an engage. Crowley very susceptible to go now. Flashes the wall, but Chachi's got the chase up onto him. W coming up. Ease him into the wall. Treats is angling it. They spot it out. They're actually bringing Santorin in the area. Ignite thrown down by Treat. Nexus will fall. Nord demolished Los Ratones. There are the little caveats in seeing how those lanes individually go.
Anything happening from them at the Dragon Pit, Ifra decided to pull the trigger.
Oh, it looks like they may be going for a dive. The wave's crashing in. Natty's coming in on that collapse. Inax has already taken the queue. Barriers come out. They've got the slows. Natty's just going to turn the towers off the dogs. Leap forward and secure the kills. 2 over to Nord. 1 over to Nord, 2 over to Ruddy. That should be Dragon off the back of that as well. Ultimately, it was a lot of posturing, but nothing really is going to come of it.
And now we have 30 seconds before the grubs, and Jankas is pathing away from the grubs. I am struggling to read what Jankas is doing in this game, but Gaethan.
Needlework's coming out, though. He's able to do a fair amount of damage. Chachi flashes forwards and takes the kill.
It's really hard to survive as Xante, especially pre-6, but he was proxying so much into Gaethan, but no way.
Hello.
Hello?
Peng has flash. No way. Could just go to an orb of deception. Flashes forwards. He catches him. Ruddy able to secure the kill. Natty's got 1 grub, but has to make an escape here with Chachi teleporting in. Ruddy going to have to give it up. The RE. As I think Gaethan might be not long for the world. Jankos kind of messed everything up, but it doesn't matter. Yeah. Gaethan will go down 0-3. Jankos secures the kill. Nice little pick up there. Press W a little bit too early. Doesn't matter. Marlon going incredibly low, though, and it looks like Nord are going to be able to pick this one up in response. It is it's definitely just a bit of a waiting game for that opportunity to take the Dragon, although I say that Marlon finds a hook onto Nash. Nash is able to break away, and Ruddy may just be able to pick up this Dragon. Although Jankos and Nash are in the area, they do have that teleport available to No Way. Inax is coming in slow. See if they can get it. Chachi.
Come on, Grandpa.
Jumps onto Gaethan already, gets a big chunk out of him. Jankos just flashes the wall, lands the smite, and denies Ruddy anything. Beautiful play.
Oh my god, he still got it in him. He does it again. Do you remember the previous series of Nord versus Los Ratones, right? Do you remember all the previous series of Jankos? And now
Gaethan might be dead here. Needlework's not really doing much work at all. We do see Natty jump over the wall, though. They get the slows down, and the shutdown is there for the side of Natty, as it looks like Ruddy are continuing to chase. Ultimate from the depth charge, connects onto Nash. In jumps Natty now for the double kill. And Ruddy Sack going to walk happily away off the back of that. And the front line from Nord is just getting a little bit too big for them.
Yes.
Peng hasn't really done much since that solo kill on the Ari. It's just kind of been collecting waves, got the Leandries and the Malignants. But Nord, I feel like they have so much easy access to damage in Inax and No Way. As you're going to just see, you know, Hook comes out actually onto Inax, gets a nice chunk. True Shot Barrage comes in. Inax may be in trouble, but the fight's going to move upwards as we're just going to see them chasing in. Chachi's made his way forwards. Marlon low. Natty inside the pit. No Way forced to flash backwards as in comes Ruddy Sax Gaethan. The needlework cutting through the health bars. Chachi on his lonesome. And it is just so messy for the side of Nord. They are crumbling apart. Chachi finds the W back, kidnaps away onto Natter, but there is the ace for Ruddy. They just proved me damn wrong as Natty is burning low. No Way's able to get the kill. They trade out for kill onto him. Peng, Stella's ult charges so he can jump over the wall. Jankos trying to play the escape here. Chachi's going to jump forwards. Peng, can he get the hour away to safety? Yes, he can. Jankos burning low. Q's coming in from Natter. And with the fact that they've got the Atakan slow, it is starting to add up. Chachi's very tanky, though, as he's going to get chased onto. W's and E's getting blocked. There's the charm forwards. Gaethan going to put some damage in. Chachi incredibly low here. Gaethan just wants to finish it up. True Shot Barrage goes a little bit wide. Inax just about getting away. Gaethan is going to secure the kill onto him. Chachi's on his lonesome. He is going to survive. But Ruddy finding the kills. Ruddy very online now. You've got your Nash's Tooth onto your Gwen, so Gaethan actually probably able to play this game a lot more effectively. There's a Medjai's on Peng. With the Leandries and the Malignants, you got Cleaver, Eclipse, Shojin onto Narinat. Like, the item spikes are very much hit, but if No Way finds a shove onto the 2 carries, that can change it all. But the charm from Peng undoes it all. In jumps Jankos onto the backline with the Grand Starfall, but it matters not. A double kill picked up for Nata. Nash trying to get away, but he is caught in place. Peng comes forward. It's a triple kill for Nata. Chachi's going down. Gaethan gets the revenge kill. 4 members of Nord will fall.
Is to try to keep Radisak as far away from their base as possible and maybe kill Gaethan?
Gaethan gonna have to try and 1v2 here, but I don't think you're gonna survive. Has the Ghost. All out comes in jumps Natty. Nat Chachi actually can't quite finish him up. Nata secures the kill. Gaethan, how did he live? If Ruddy, you know, if this series is a lot tighter than maybe a lot of us predicted it to be, or even if they do win it, we have like a kind of rock, paper, scissors where everyone's beating everyone, but we are seeing the fight for the dive coming in. Gaethan's low. Good Magnestorm from Nash, though. Nord trying to get some extra damage in, but Gaethan's able to survive. Inax remains untouched for the moment as they will launch it and blow him up. Down he goes. Nash is next up. No Way's on his lonesome. Nata trying to chase forwards. They do have the unraveled Earth. Lovely knockback from No Way. And he will just catch the waves to slow down the shove here from the side of Ruddy Sack, but I think these guys are going to be inside the base. They don't have a wave to work with, so they're just going to have to try and get the damage onto the tower. Nata's going low, able to dodge away from all of the skill shots coming in his way. True shot barrage. If he throws it down, there it is. Gets the ace. And I think that might just be the game, to be honest.
Yes.
Ruddy, 30 minutes on the clock, looking really solid. I had my prediction for this to be a 3-0 for Nord. I am happy to be proved wrong.
Wait. Maybe there is still a small world in which you are going to be right, but I think you're going to be wrong, Keeprain. I'm sorry. Jankos?
Oh, nice charm.
Oh, the damage!
I mean, Peng's almost got his book finished. Nash is still chasing.
Nash?
All right, the book's finished. There it is, 25 stacks.
Oh my god.
Oh, Chachi. I don't know if Natty wants this heat, actually. No, he doesn't.
No, he doesn't.
Peng, don't lose your book, man. You just finished it.
And now Nord have to be at their base, and look at what's happening on the map. Exactly that. Thank you very much, observers. There is a second Baron of the game going down for Radisak. And Nord, they realistically don't really have any way to go and interrupt the Baron.
Well, don't think they're going to do much, but they do look for the fight. No Way gets caught by the depth charge. In jumps Natty onto the back line to finish up No Way. Meanwhile, the tanks are doing nothing. Peng is able to find a kill and escape Chachi. Double kill over to the dog. Down goes the triple. Beautiful pickup for Natty Nat, as now it is just onto the charm, onto the lockdown. Chachi's low HP. A quadra kill for Natty Nat. And Ruddy Sack are in the base. They're going to be rounding out this game 1. It took a little longer than we expected, but they did it. Down goes Nord in this best of 5, at least for game 1. Over to Ruddy Sack. I'm excited for this series now. So you know, wow, we're straight into game, but you know how Trouble has her hatred of Vi?
Yeah.
I have a irrational hatred of Renekton. And this isn't because I had to put up with Aragon for years. I truly, and I say this with complete sincerity, I don't think anyone in Europe can play this champion. Mm-hmm. I genuinely believe no one in, like, if you get an LPL Renekton, they're going to pop off. LPL Renektons are great.
Listen, I feel like Chachi on Cyan is such a good decision here from Nord. Even though in the previous game we did say the 7-block Xante for Chachi, right? Like, how are Radisak going to cut through Xante? But in previous game they had means to cut through that front lane. This game, I am struggling to see that. It's going to be pretty much up to Peng to find ways to deal with this Chachi later on.
Inax? He's just gone so low. I think he's dead here. No flash. Nata has no flash. Nata cancelled the auto. What? He gets away safely. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Chachi falls. Gaethan gets first blood.
Making sure that for Chachi it's so hard because he doesn't want to be stepping away from his turret right now in this current state, but Gaethan is forcing him out.
Oh, well, Jankos was thinking about coming over. He's able to steal that one away. We just missed it. Chachi one-shot him. Oh, beautiful.
Oh, come on.
We have missed every kill this game.
Yes.
Natty is able to flash away.
Oh, we're missing all the action. Oh, it can't continue like that. Come on, at least show us the replay of how it happened. Because Chachi stayed. Okay, thank you very much. It's a small replay, but okay. He stayed in the bush and knock up onto Renekton to have some control onto him. And after that, oh yeah, it's just that.
He's just going to get slowed up by Chachi. Natty has got smite. He gets the last grub. Gets away safely.
What are Nord looking for? Some kills?
Well, Knockup comes in. Pretty terrible ball there coming in through. As that's going to be the kill for No Way. Natty caught out by the stun. Good gravity field breaks out. Honestly, Nord look a little lost, if I'm honest with you. They could have just done Dragon, but they kind of...
Yeah.
They ummed and ahed a little bit about going for that play. And at the end, they did nothing but get a kill. Not that worth, if you ask me. Well, it's been a much kind of slower early game than I expected. But we did see this in game one between the two teams. They were very tempered early. And then the switch gets flipped and these guys go absolutely crazy. No Way. Nice sidestep there, but he has been caught by the gravity field. Peng gets caught by the unleashed power. And that is going to be the kill onto No Way. Lovely little pick up there for Peng.
There is a black torch already on Peng, sniffing out a Liandry potentially for him as well, but it's a question mark. We'll see what he decides to go into. But potentially, just to be sure, to cut through that front lane of Nord, because otherwise Jin is not the champion to do that, and he's going full lethality.
Nice lockdown with the binding. Jankos, I don't think he's going to be able to survive. Does throw the ultimate, gets the flash out, caught by the ultimate, and him jumps Chachi. They secure the kill onto Marlon, looking for the knockup. Natty is going to get hit. But Chachi unable to follow up.
It's just a shame that because he's on the side lanes, for Radisak, they're a bit limited in terms of where they want to push for the action. But now, luckily for them, they want to push for the action on the side of the map where he is. What is that TP?
Marlon on the way. They're going to TP the Scion down. No Way gets for the scatter. Doesn't quite hit it onto Peng, but Peng gets caught by the flank. Gravity field locks him in place. Peng is chunking low. Lovely catch by the ult from the Rakan. Marlon has to flash to safety. Jankos has started up the Rift Herald as Natty will secure some vision in the area, but Nord have too much control. I don't think Roddy can really go for it, although Marlon, maybe thinking about it, has himself the ultimate. Does look like we're going to see first tower go down to Chachi. Nata will answer with a tower himself. They find the lockdown. Inax slides in with the ultimate onto Marlon, though, as Marlon takes the tunnel out. Inax tries to chase forwards, and that is just going to be him on the run. Jankos 1 versus 2. But meanwhile, in the mid lane, we see Nata go down as well. Natty Nat, he's so damn tanky as he's hit by a W there from Inax. And that is just a Nord-centric victory. Gathan, yeah, potentially caught up. Free cannon strike will land the knock up onto him. He's another winds becomes lightning. In jumps the scatter the way. Gathan, he's just assassinated. Beautiful kill. Going over to Inax as well. Another kill under his belt. Inax able to dodge away on the Cosmic Binding and the Tempered Fate. W comes in as the curtain gets called here by Nata. He's got a fair amount of gold and a fair amount of damage, but it just looks like they can't make it work. Marlon almost gets the kill off from Jankos, but Jankos with a beautiful ultimate will buy himself some space. Natty continues to chase forwards. Nash may get caught out by the permafrost, but is able to break away. That was a very, very explosive fight with honestly very little consequences other than Chachi getting a tower on the top side. If Peng doesn't get enough off, like, Peng doesn't really do the consistent damage you want like an ADC to do to deal with him. Yeah. Yes, he has double burn items with the Leandris and the Blackfire, but like, you know, you're having to constantly hit the abilities on where like Nata with an Infinity Edge and a Collector is not going to be killing this Scion. I don't think they have a tank killer right now, is the big problem. Is that Tempered Fate came in so clutch, it interrupted on it. They are going to secure the kill, though, onto the Atakan. Natty jumps away. Chachi did lose half his health, to be fair, as the curtain call comes down. Chachi's out of range. Jankos is going to eat a little bit of that as he actually just re-engages onto Marlon. No Way on the flank. Could look for a good scatter angle here, actually. If he's going to get caught out, goes for the unleashed power. Marlon's low. The flash away from the W is going to get him to safety. It's Natty's breaking away. Nata on the run. A double kill for Rinax. The scatter the weak lands down as Radisak crumble. Baron's up. Now, I want to see these last two towers at the least fall to Nord, so they just completely take control of the map. That's kind of what we're looking for here. They're setting up just a bit of vision and a bit of control of the blue side jungle. Chachi is going to get caught by a deadly flourish, but there's not really much they're going to be able to do off that. Jankos comes in, flash with the insect, basically. Nice knock up into the double charm. Inax jumps onto the backline with the killer instinct, and that's 3 kills over to Nord. Scatter from no way. Natty gets hit by the wind become lightning. Unleashed power, and the free talent strike will lock him up. Down he goes. Natty jumps to safety. Jankos unable to finish up the kill, but it doesn't matter. Nord, they're in the base. This could just be the game. Gathan is going to have the croc play of the century here with Natty in his pocket. Can he pull a miracle off? Chachi, so tanky with that unending despair. Scatter the weak lands onto the crocodile. Able to E backwards. Jankos, you losing a fair amount of damage here. Gets caught by the permafrost. That's a shutdown for Gathan. Into the Tempered Fate that goes a little bit wide from Marlon. Gathan can't chase with the slice and dice. They saved the game at least for a moment, but I don't like Ruddy's chances.
They are low. There is still the way in which they win.
I think it's going!
Yeah!
There's the lockdown. Marlon takes a tunnel to nowhere. The Deadly Flourish does catch onto the Rakan. He's able to dodge away on the W slow, but another scatter into another knockup comes in. Nata flashes away from Chachi. Marlon down. The curtain is called as now Chachi is trying to get the Q up. Is able to get a bit off, but Nata actually missed one of the channels of the ultimate. They're too damn tanky as orbs are coming in left, right, and center. Another knockup lands in. Gathan has some flank angles, but I just don't think they have the damage to kill the Scion. I mean, the only world is like a good team fight and some shutdowns into the right people, but I don't see a world where Nata's going to be able to handle Vizichachi as Natty is just being solo killed by Jankos. In comes Chachi. Pen gets clipped by the knockup. Good cosmic binding. Nata unloads all 4 clips in and does nothing to Chachi. That Scion is just too damn tanky. Nash looks for the charm down. Nash is able to buy some space, but Marlon will fall in the middle of all of it. And this is pretty much just the game. Shutdown goes over to Nata, though. Does take out Inax as Chachi's now quite low. Nata's on the run. Can he find himself a kill? Ultimate coming up in a few seconds' time. Gathan slices. Can he dice in? I don't think so. Here comes the curtain call. They've got to get through the shields and get the extra bits of damage off. It's not going to be enough. No way's too low. Jankos jumps in and finishes up Gathan. And Ruddy Sack are just left scratching their heads. A 9,000 gold deficit to be able to hold. Cosmic Binding goes down. Sorry, Tempered Fate goes down. Gathan gets hit by the wind become lightning. 3-man scatter of the week from No Way. No follow-up off the back of that one. Ruddy trying their hardest just to hold on to this game, but I feel like this is just Nord dotting the I's and crossing those T's. Ulti goes out from Natty. Doesn't quite hit. Chachi is starting to lose a little bit of health. Nata gets a nice Deadly Flourish off onto Jankos. Ultimate pop by Gathan, but they've only got 1 tower remaining. And that is going to be the Nexus laid bare here. Curtain gets cooled down as a last-ditch effort. Scatter the weak from nowhere. Lands onto 2. Marlon loses his life. And they still have all of the members of Nord to get through. In jumps the back line. Jankos gets a massive chunk out of Nata. Not enough to finish him up. But Inax, he's going to put it the stamp down. He's going to be the one to finish it up. Gathan left on his own. Down goes the Nexus. Nord take game number 2.
And that was such a different game from game number 1.
They're just going to hard outrange Nord on bot lane. Like this is Nico Q. If anyone hasn't played versus Nico in a while, you forget how hard it is to dodge her Q. I swear that ability is undodgeable at certain ranges.
He has an excellent backlane access, and what is the best news for Jax here is that he's not the only one going into the backlane of the enemy, because there is a Kali for Peng, there is Nico to support if anything is needed, because Nico is very fond of those angle maneuvers as well. What's going on?
Bot lane, Nata going very low here. Barrier's already been forced out from him. Nord have the damage though now at this point. Flashes over the wall with the double up on the passive. Natch gets the ebb and flow off, and Marlon very low on the Nico. Will survive. Oh, it's just the burst, man. It's the burst of this comp. I mean, we're not quite in the Electrocute era, if you remember the Electrocute
oh, that was so
Lucian
fun.
Nami era. That
Awful,
was
but fun.
I love playing it. It was one of the few times I've enjoyed playing ADC. Godforsaken role, that one. But it was very fun to play. You have so much burst between it. As Gathan, he's played very, very, I'm going to say like selfish and kind of like, you know, carry-orientated champions in this series so far. And so far, Chachi kind of just been on dog duty, has been able to take over. I say that as mid lane, bot lane, a fight breaks out. Lovely bubble from Nash to tidy that one up. So Nata goes down for a second time in Axe. Didn't get the kill, but got the assist. So they're just going to play interrupt. Peng gets a nice little chunk out from Noe. Noe's got no mana, but has enough to get a Q off at least.
Hey, such is the life of Akali. Pre-6, she suffers. Post-6, she still suffers for a little bit. Needs to get to her first item. Needs to get to something. I mean, you know, the typical Rocket Bell situation for Akali when suddenly she unlocks a lot of additional mobility. She unlocks her damage, and she's able to do a lot more. And whenever her ultimate is up.
There it is! Just as you were saying it. Oh my word. 32 HP, and he is outie. Lovely little escape. Lovely solo kill coming in from Peng.
There might be a fight happening, especially with the Nico minions.
Marlon's there, has 6, gets the lockdown. I know it doesn't have 6, but the shockwave comes in from nowhere. Caught by the shuriken flip, and Peng secures the kill.
Under the inner turret and the base turret on the bot lane. Oh, this man. Oh, no way.
No way gets caught there. He's going to go low. Nice Cataclysm, but into the flag and drag the follow-up. There's the kill. They find the bubble onto Natty Nat, though, as he jumps into Nash's pocket. Can they finish him up? The answer is yes, as Jankos takes him down. In comes Chachi on the teleport, though. It's a little bit too late, unfortunately, as he's just going to catch this wave. Peng just going to laugh at him as he heads back to the bot lane.
Yeah, and not really much to do here for Visit Chacha unless they want to keep this choke on the mid lane for the time being. Are they just having fun? Oh, Chachi. Oh,
no,
Chachi.
He might have the kill. He flashes his face. Flank from that Akali is so deadly here to the side of Nord, and they have to pay respect. Chachi's just going to walk forward. There's the lockdown. Peng gets the kill onto Jankos. Chachi is going to feast away on the dragon and to secure it, but Peng almost finishes in Axe off. Nord lose 2, get the dragon, and answer with 2 themselves. But the fight looks to be cooled off for now.
For the time being, exactly. Oh, wait, it's not.
Chase the corruption come out. Peng goes in. Axe's low HP. Peng finds the perfect execution. Finishes him off.
Also more or less okay for Akali to deal with, but she relies so much on her burst damage, and if she manages to get somebody down very quickly, not even get a kill, but just get down the health, she gets an additional movement speed, which is everything that Akali wants whenever she goes in.
Oh, shockwave from nowhere. Didn't expect this damage to come through, but with the clockwork wind up, he secures the kill. Dodges Marlon's route, but the ultimate and the flash comes through. No Way looks to have broken away from this one. What an outplay from No Way. Secures first tower for his team, secures the solo kill and the escape.
What is also a different story is Drake is splitting up very, very soon. Chachi got a turret on the top lane right now, has a TP, so will be able to join Nord on the both side of the map if they decide to fight.
Cataclysm comes in from Jankos into the flag and drag. No Way's getting caught by Natty Nat, but he's able to break away. The shields will keep him alive, and Natty clipped by the tidal wave. Chachi comes in. Knockup doesn't quite hit onto the members of Ruddy Sack, but they lose their jungler as Dragon spawns. That'll be Dragon number 3 for Nord, and most crucially, the feat of strength as well. Should be a really nice one for them to get, and it's a horrible one for Ruddy to lose because they want to be able to kind of get that wombo combo off and then tie that with the crowd control. Natty Nat gets into the Rift Herald. I think he made a mistake. He's using it to drive over members. Comes in with a cyclone. Inax flashes away. Visit Chachi's on the back line, and that is one dead monkey. He's able to break away. They find a shutdown from Peng. Onto No Way, though, is a bit of a denial. As meanwhile, Peng's looking for Jankos. Bubble doesn't quite come in. Shuriken flip goes down. Nord answer back in a 1-for-1 support for mid lane. But Natty forced so far away. Chachi on the hunt here, as Peng needs to be careful. That Cho'Gath is too much for him. Peng comes back with a Shuriken flip. I don't think you have the damage to kill a Cho'Gath as an Akali, mate. Bubble to speed them up. This may be the opportunity. Chachi's going to go for the teleport. Knockup comes in. It's only on the clone, though. Marlon chases forward. Catches free with a pop seed. And this fight is all going Ruddy favored. Chachi's doing his best to keep it going. But it's only Jankos. It's only Chachi. It's a triple kill over to the Varus. Can he hold? Knockup's coming in. Quadra kill for Nata. And Ruddy Sack are back in the game. That is going to be falling to, I don't know who, as they find onto Gaithan. Gaithan has to jump away from the Cataclysm, escaping from getting caught out here. Nata once again catches onto Chachi. Chachi, though, he's just too damn tanky. Peng on that flank, not going to be caught out by the flag and drag from Jankos. Teleport's coming in. Peng goes to the Shuriken flip. Inax able to dodge it away. Natty eating so much damage from Chachi here as Nord continue to just play as aggressive as possible here. Chachi is such a good bouncer for his team right now.
Still keeps the cloak in the inventory, by the way. Still very aware of Peng, who's sitting on 3 items right now. Ready to go in, ready to cut through the shields.
Just stole the red Vinny.
It's infuriating to be playing against that. Inax!
He might be caught here. They're going to look to chase forwards. They actually go in for the tidal wave onto Marlon. Marlon gets caught by the Cataclysm, and Yankos is able to get the kill. Flag and drag into the knock-up, into the feast. Nord find their opening and snap it shut with 2 kills.
Okay, Gaethan still on the top lane. Might go down. Actually, this damage from Norway.
Yeah, Norway didn't do anywhere near enough, unfortunately, as now Nata and Natty Nat are looking to try and get into the pit. I mean, there's a blast cone available. They've got themselves the jacks up as well. This is not doable here for Ruddy right now. They need, for Nord, they need to get those kills. Natty jumps in onto the backline, gets the Cyclone off onto 3, but there's no follow-up, there's no damage. Down everybody else goes. Only Nata, only Gaethan stand. Baron will go over to Nord. Yeah, it's feeling pretty rough. Marlon pretending to be in Akali, sends the clone out, but I think they may be caught. Throws out the ultimate and is immediately blown up. Chachi teleports in. Looks like Peng and Nata are just going to be able to break away. I mean, there's a spell shield onto Nata. Makes his life. All they have to do is just wait this one out. That tower will be going down to the supers. 2 supers down there and a big old wave to work with. Natty jumps in, tries to see if he can find the damage off, but the blast cone denies him. No Way gets heavily chunked out. Marlon finds the lockdown onto Chachi. They've lost a tower inside their base. They have to go for a reset. Teleports were used. Peng goes for the Shuriken flip in. There's going to be the monkey spin. Jumping forwards, over the wall they go. Gaethan looks for the lockdown, doesn't get the counter strike off, and this fight is just so sloppy for Ruddy. Nord find the bubbles. Marlon hits nothing with his ultimate as Nord have just found their opening, found their window. Nash, he may be in danger, but Natty can't finish him up. A double kill picked up for Chachi. Natty trying to make a run away, but No Way will keep him pinned in place. And this is just so hard for Ruddy. Chachi has teleported into the base. Nata, a lethality Varus versus a full health Cho'Gath at level 17. He can do nothing but watch as his base will crumble to Chachi. Slowly but surely, he's trying to whittle through him. Chachi may actually just find the kill onto Nata. In comes Marlon to save the day. They find the lockdown. The shutdown's there for Nata, but Nord, they matter not. They take the dragon. All the ADCs are fully built. Mid lane is pretty much almost fully built. One more item to go. Chachi, just a colossal big tank right now. He's got 485 stacks on his heart still. He's probably running around with about 8-9k health on Cho'Gath, maybe more. Hopefully we do get a look at him before the game ends, but look at the size of that cockroach, man. How do you deal with it? You have a Varus. You have a lethality Varus. You have no way to actually deal with Chachi. As Peng gets caught by the Shuriken flip, has to jump in, throws down the ultimate, and is immediately eviscerated for it. Inax secures the kill. Marlon jumps in. He gets the knock-off onto 3. They're going to come in with a monkey spin. They do turn it around. Ruddy find a couple of kills, but the problem is their damage dealers are gone. Gaethan has to hold versus Yankos and Chachi. It's a 2 versus 2 at the end of the game. I have no idea.
And damage doesn't matter. It's just how much health they have to flex against your opponent. And I'm sorry, but Chachi and Yankos combined have more health than everybody in Ruddy.
Yankos going a little low here. The monkey's going to try and come in for the spins, but that's going to be the Nexus laid bare. Gaethan has to pop the stopwatch. Natty can do nothing but watch. Natty trying to save the game here for the side of Ruddy. It was an honourable attempt at the end from them, but Nord are going to take this to match point. 2-1 to Nord. Genuinely terrifying. It's very easy to follow up on top of each other. You have a lot of bursts that both of them are capable of putting out. This is a scary little jungle 2v2, and me and you were talking quite a lot about Yankos's Viego, because we low-key hate it, because No Way doesn't play champions that synergize well with Viego. As Yankos comes over to make sure that No Way's lane is covered. Oh, bit of LeBlanc action early, love it.
25 HP, I believe, when he got away. And by the way, Volibear on the bot lane. That's what we love to see. Do we want to... Oh, Gaethan?
Gaethan? Chachi's actually also going low here. The hyper stacks come in. Gaethan finds the kill. Meanwhile, in the bot lane, a potential dive is going to be coming out. We do see Gaethan getting jumped, but we're going to cut back to the bot lane as Inax goes for the flash onto Marlon. Marlon tanking towers, but the W shield comes in from Natty. He flashes to safety. A beautifully juggled tower dive from RAZER. RAZER, they have that engage. Obviously, some of it's situational in the Narbar, but they have tools to work with where Nord kind of just have to, you know, they're a team that wants you to go into them. And that's the good news. LeBlanc wants to jump in. The Ash Arrow wants to connect, and you want to have to follow up with your team. So you do hope that you can kind of buy that space. As Marlon is hit by the Winter's Bite. Isn't going to be going down, though. But it is very much just on Nord playing disengage and turning it around. Now, Jankos making his way over, though. Inax going incredibly low. They've got the concussive blows stacking up onto Natter. He's going to just pop the ghost to break away. They look for Marlon. Marlon goes for the flash out, and now Nash is under fire. Natter is just absolutely cutting through him here. Nash puts the shield up. Natty Nat, no flash available as they get another slow off and another auto. Natter flashes in to secure the kill. He's able to survive. Jankos underneath the tower, potentially getting dove off the back of this one, as that is another kill. Marlon gets it. Natty goes down. In comes the W. Inax survives with 8 HP.
Well, for Nord, Inax managed to get the best out of the worst situation on the bot lane, which is good for Nord.
Well, Natter potentially getting dove here. Does not have ult. He is caught by the concussive blows, and Jankos finishes him up with a heartbreaker. Marlon left his ADC alone as a wave crashed, and that's a pretty rough price to pay.
The turret, bro. I'm just gonna ward there, okay? Don't die.
Oh no, Marlon. No, he's okay. He dodged away on the...
Look at that,
no way, maybe in a hint of danger here, actually. He has nowhere to go. Is going to get caught. Ash Arrow comes in for the connection. Actually flashes away from that one, but Natty just chases after him, has the W. Inax puts the E down just to make it rain. Gets a little bit of damage off onto Natty, but heal comes out from Marlon just to bail Natty away, as that tower will be going down. Well, sorry, 2 plates will be going down.
Yeah.
Natty's going to be getting away from the tower. That's what I meant to say. It's going to be a little bit slower. Obviously, wants the Luden's companion ASAP to unlock wave clear, but also a lot of additional bursts. Is Gaethan found some damage onto Chachi. In comes the ultimate, though. The lock on to Gaethan, who flashes away. He has to try and get away from this one. Chachi's coming in to get the slow down, and Chachi flashes away and survives the play. Yeah, they have to be incredibly careful about that one. Hence why Jankos is in the area. Immediately, both of them stun each other. W shield comes in for Natty. He's just going to get control. We see the Ash Arrow actually make a connection here from Natter. Nash trying to make the escape away. Is going to throw the ultimate out. A beautiful bullet time forces Natter to flash away. They secure a kill onto the Lulu as Natty chases over the wall. Noms down. Pain secures another kill. Jankos pinned in place as he is forced to flash away from RAZER. Beautiful fight for Ruddy.
Very risky positioning from Norway. Understandable that Nord wants to be around Drake.
Marlon making a mistake. Beautiful bullet time. Natty's getting absolutely shredded from that one, as well as Jankos steals the form away. Natty not going to get caught by the concussive blows as he just jumps away to safety. Natty, though, still hanging on. Still taunting them.
Counterpoint to what you said about Ashe, the only opening that I see for RAZER right now is just to keep trying, because the ultimate for Ashe is such a low cooldown. Sooner or later, you are going to hit through Dash, because otherwise, you're not really cutting through him that effectively, so your only idea would be to try to catch Node off guard, and when Nash isn't going to be covering for his AD carry.
Oh, I say that. There's the polymorph into a whole heap of damage. Peng secures the kill. Ash Arrow makes a good connection here at long range, keeping Nash locked for a long time. They will lose the tower on the top side, but they did answer with a tower, first tower blood over to Nord. Feat of Strength finished up for them as well off the back of that one. Has got the Yontail Wild Arrows finished up, and a whole heap of damage locked in onto him. He's able to survive the Right of the Arcane raining down. Natter has to flash away. Ultimate invested by Marlon. I don't think he was ready for that play, but it looks like Natty may be under fire. Pain coming in for the flank, though. W's forwards there, trying to get some damage off. Inax able to dodge away on the chains of corruption. On the chain, sorry. As they find the lockdown, but that is going to be one dead Marlon. Chachi comes over the wall and secures the double for his mid.
and they get carried because of that, and now they are going to be taking the inner turret as well. The beautiful timing, the beautiful engage found by Node. They get Nara in the end, funny enough. All those resources thrown into the AD carry, he still went down. One dragon away from being on the soul point, but RAZER already there. Love seeing that from them, trying to work around establishing the vision.
Oh, Peng! That is going to be one dead Enax. The heal comes in, but it does not matter. Nash locked in place, slowed down from Natter as well. They're trying to rain some damage off from No Way as that artillery mage, but 2 kills, the bot lane dead. That's what you want from Yola Blanc. He's going to have a Shadow Flame off that, and once Shadow Flame's done, Enax never lives.
That's definitely a way to establish vision. And now, screw Dragon, forget that. You have Ashe, you stack Q, and you take Atakan as quickly as it even goes. There is no answer from Node. They are not there. They're not able to react whatsoever. Oh,
I think it hit. It did hit. Gaethan's going to find the lockdown. He's about to gnaw out as well. That's a kill for Gaethan. Beautiful Ashar from Natter. Into the Dragon, into the Akshan. We might be going to game 5.
We might be going into Silver Scrapes with how the things are looking, but Vizichachi's around.
Can they stop this one? Dragon is going low, is going to be secured by Natter. Jumping for the lockdown into the bullet time. Massive Fisher combo is going to finish up the ADC already. Natter's burning low as they've been able to get the kill. Peng, he's about to die, but he's able to jump away just before they connect in. Marlon being chased by Jankos. Jankos can't close the gap. 2 quick kills go over. Dragon secured, Atakan secured. Nord, they fire back, but Ruddy got a lot. LeBlanc is quite scary. I'm gonna be real with you. Shadow Flame now finished up. Although, as much as I'd love to completely praise Peng, who has played amazing on the LeBlanc, to be fair.
Yep.
This champ nosedives in power. This is when your high spikes. There's the lockdown. Jankos will die. Shadow Flame crit secures it, but Nordance are out with a kill onto Marlon. Teleport coming in from Gaethan. He comes in with a 2-man Gnar. Natter trying to put some damage down, but Chachi finds him with a bit of burst damage. Chains of Corruption, Ethereal Chain, sorry, are on, and Chachi will fall. No Way's left on his lonesome, and Ruddy just take everybody down. It's the ace. It's just a denial. They put the Herald down, actually. Nash is going low. Nash may just get caught here. Natty gets the slow onto him. W forwards. Inax trying to break away. They find the lockdown, but a beautiful interrupt from the Wild Grove. Chachi trying to go mad on the back line, but he is polymorphed. He is locked down. Inax is trying his hardest to get the kill onto Natty, but Peng jumps forwards, pings back after throwing the sigil down. No bullet time available. Ruddy can take this Nasher completely uncontested. This is the first LeBlanc I've covered as well since they did the rework. So, Peng, you have done me proud. I'm very proud of you right now. As Marlon comes in, is going to just dodge away on Chachi's ultimate. Still making a run for it. Gaethan coming in, the slow from the poly into the chains. Chachi not going to get away from that one as Gaethan goes on a rampage. So much burst coming out from this LeBlanc.
And that Ambessa is scared of burst because look at her build. Origin into Eclipse. That is not the Ambessa that survives for a really long time. Oh, no!
Good interrupt. Gaethan gets the knockback though. Nash is just pinned in place. Throws out the Fisher, but he goes down. Inax and Jankos are in the mid lane. They are at tier 2 mid on the other side. They may just lose their base in this time. Inax is going to get the reset off, get some items under his belt. This is going to have to be one hell of a hold. 3 versus 2. Bullet time comes in. Natty loses a fair chunk of HP. Another Q comes down as Marlon goes down. It's going to be the clone as Inax flashes forward, finds the shutdown onto Peng, and somehow Nord have found their way back into this game. Natter's being chased, looking for the boomerang from Jankos into the slow. Natter gets smited, gets locked down, and Nord somehow come back. How do they do it? There's Natty just playing the interrupt on the tower. Oh, sorry, on the tower, on the red buff, but there's going to be the lockdown into the bullet time. That's going to do so much work to Natty Nat. He falls. Jankos steals the farm. Marlon has to flash away as the right of the arcane will finish him up from no way. Nord continue to chase forwards. Gaethan able to break away, but Nord once again find their picks. 2 down. Tower going to stand. They have no Baron to work with, but with Gaither actually catching that wave very deep in bot side, they don't have to worry about it for a very long time. It's only mid lane that's going to be the problem, but these towers don't last for long. Ashara comes in, hits the perfect target instantly, though. The cleanse comes out from Inax. Backline access from Peng gets caught by the lockdown as Yankos finds the assassination onto the assassin as he is just going to chase forwards into the teams. Nana breaks away, flashes away from Chachi's ultimate. The final inhibitor will fall as Ruddy, their chances to lock a grand final spot and an EMEA spot is evaporating away from them. They are still going to Copenhagen, but they're going to have to work for it if they want to make it all the way. Nord shutting down Los Ratones, now looking to shut down Ruddy Sack. Ruddy holding on. Can they keep this going? Another wave of supers is making its way up the mid lane now. They need a quick kill, and they need a reset. Nata's about to get that ultimate back. His only opportunity to make it work, but Yankos finds the flash, finds the lockdown, and Marlon has to just play the escape. But Ruddy have already lost their jungler. They've already lost the tower. They find the lockdown onto Inax as they get the cleanse off. Inax is just about alive. 14 HP on the misfortune. Nata is trying to go crazy, but it's not going to be enough. Gatham finds the lockdown. Peng with the assassination is trying his hardest. He gets the triple on the LeBlanc. They find the lockdown. He's going to force the resurrection. The Nexus is so low. Nord have done it. Yankos!
Yankos! He still has it in him. Hey, there were doubters, there were disbelievers, there were people openly blaming Yankos for some things, but he's got it in the end, all the way from the Dragon Steel in the game #1 in this series to finishing up the Nexus at the very last moment in this last game. Congratulations to Nord! You just secured yourselves a ticket to EMEA Masters!
Yeah, and Yankos is the one to deny his old team, his former team from last season, that spot as well. Absolutely beautiful. The Guardian Angel, the almost quadra kill for Peng on the LeBlanc at the end. But Nord, the tenacity from this team to come back in that game, because they were the ones with their back to the wall, and suddenly it just looked so in their control. Absolutely huge. Anyway, we're going to pass it over to the desk to round that day out. So Archer and the gang, over to you guys.